Hello everyone and welcome back to Three Guys Talk Film, the podcast where three guys talk film, but this time there's a twist, a Christmas twist. Gender diversity. We're joined by Polly.
Hi!
And she's joining.
Chris, hello.
And a very ill Nathan.
Yeah, he is very ill. He sniffed so much in the preview to this.
Yeah, I'm going to try and not breathe for the next 45 minutes or so.
We shall see how that goes. If you hear a sudden bang, it's probably Nathan dropping to the floor.
Or we've knocked this very wobbly table over.
Yeah.
It is a very wobbly
Depends
table.
how loud the bang is.
Yeah.
I'm George, by the way. And as I said, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's
be
Christmas.
Talking about our favourite Christmas films and then deciding definitively the best Christmas film of all time, Love Actually.
No.
But before the debate, we're going to run over some quick film news.
Quick film news. Yeah, okay. So there's two trailers that have been released, quick one after the other. Spy trailers, which are
Fire.
quick fire. They are obviously the new Bond film, No Time to Die, and the Black Widow film. What are we thinking? What are we thinking, boys and girl?
I like the Black Widow film.
Is it too Marvel-y though?
I don't know.
It looks too Marvel-y.
I'm not going to lie. I haven't watched the trailer.
Oh,
But
we
I'm-
went straight to the expert opinion there.
I know you've watched it, and obviously I've had a look as well. And for me, it does look really Marvel-y, which for a film that's supposed to be about Black Widow being all gritty and cool and her prequel,
Yeah,
is
this
a little
is
bit of a
the-
misfire for me.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn on it because the cast's amazing, and obviously getting to see Black Widow front a film in any kind of circumstance is great and overdue. But yeah, with her kind of comic book character and her backstory that they've obviously alluded to a lot in the films, it feels a bit of a cop out based on the films, like based on the trailer. The animations and stuff could have been from like an Iron Man film, you know, the bit at the end where she's kind of parachuting down.
Yeah.
I get that there are no kind of superpowers in it, but yeah, just the tone of it felt very much like any other Marvel film.
Yeah.
It would have been quite nice after Endgame as well. Like now the Infinity Saga's done, to like see him try something a little bit different, but it looks very much like Marvel 101.
Well, that's it exactly, and with them introducing characters like Blade, it makes you think that they're just going to do the same again.
If they Marvelise Blade, I think I will cry.
They're probably trying to keep things familiar, though, because this is kind of like the new era of Marvel.
But that's the thing, it's the new era, but it's
Yeah.
exactly the same.
Yeah, but also, is it... Correct me if I'm wrong, Black Widow was the first film to come out after the end of Phase whatever we were
Phase
on
4, yeah, because
with
the end of Phase 4 was Spider-Man.
Yeah, the first Phase 4 film's Black Widow.
So maybe they are just trying to ease people into it, that it's still... It could just be the trailer. Maybe the trailer is just very Marvel-y to be like, yes, we're still Marvel. We're
And
still
then-
going to do Marvel films. And then maybe when the actual film comes out, it will be that depart from...
I guess what's the next one after Black Widow?
Eternals,
Oh.
which was
So
the most Marvel
that's
film.
going to be really weird, so maybe they're trying to keep it familiar for the first one.
Yeah,
And then you've got
hopefully it's
Blade.
just for
I
marketing.
think you've got Blade.
Hopefully
Has
it's
Blade
just
got a date, though?
marketing.
I don't think Blade had a release date.
No, Blade's...
I
I
thought...
think it's beginning of 2021, I think.
Cause I thought, because they brought him, Mahershala Ali, out at the end of the Comic-Con panel, and I didn't think they gave that a date. I thought it just said that it exists.
Maybe.
I could be wrong.
I thought it was slated for start of 2021, like that kind of time.
Not sure.
But anyway, whenever it's coming out, it's going to be weird because it's not Wesley Snipes. Have we got any other gaming news? Not gaming news, film news. I
This
keep
is a-
saying that.
This is a podcast about films.
I know, but I like
It's
talking
your
about video
podcast.
games. We got any other film
we started
news?
the wrong podcast.
I know, we really did.
Three guys talk game.
That doesn't sound as good. Maybe we should branch out.
Spin off.
Yeah.
extension.
Because we all have so much time.
Film news. Anybody else got anything for me?
Well, the Bond trailer, what did you think?
It
I am
definitely
completely-
looks like a Bond trailer.
I have no time for that.
Wow.
I watched it literally a minute ago for this podcast, and I got bored halfway through and left.
This is true.
Possibly
Cuts.
controversial opinion. I don't care for James Bond in
Oh,
any way,
me
shape, or
neither.
form.
Yeah.
I do not care. I could not care less about James Bond.
I don't care about James Bond now. It's basically a Bourne film, because that's basically what it is.
I've never really cared about James
No,
Bond,
I
to
liked
be
when I was
honest.
growing up, and I like Skyfall. That's amazing,
Yeah, for sure.
but that's just because it's not about James Bond.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've never seen a single James Bond film.
You need to get on Skyfall.
But this trailer looks exactly like what I thought they were like.
Well, that's good then. At least they
Yeah, maybe.
are kind of. I wish they'd stop taking themselves so seriously. be
Yes.
honest.
There's one thing that's keeping me interested in this one, and it's that they got Phoebe Waller-Bridge in to kind of rewrite the script.
Mm.
And
So it could potentially be good.
yeah, she surely wouldn't have gotten involved if there wasn't something there to salvage at least.
Yeah, maybe, but it could be the Ron Howard effect in Solo, and we end up with 2 different films.
Maybe, but you know, it's Phoebe Waller-Bridge, so
She was
and
also in Solo.
Ana de Armas is in it.
Mm. There are good things.
it.
There are definitely good things to say about it. It's like, for example, the set pieces look really, really good. They look really polished, as always with a Bond film. They're high quality. Daniel Craig, yet again, is just basically playing Daniel Craig, James Bond. Love it or hate it, he is just going to do that. And if you love it, great. If you don't, wait until it's the next one, which might be a black lady, judging by what they're doing with the fact that you've got a black 00 agent for the first time. Black female 00 agent. We've probably said black
007,
00
yeah,
before.
specifically 007.
So she could potentially being like they kind of did with Doctor Who when they teased the fact that the Doctor was going to turn to a woman by making the Master a woman. Are we potentially having that again? Could potentially have female James Bond?
I mean, I wouldn't be against it.
I wouldn't be against it.
I wouldn't
I'm
watch
not
it either
against
way. So
I'd quite like it, to be honest. And I'm not a fan of rebooting stuff for the sake of making it female, but this is a long running franchise. It's obviously a move in films that I think it shouldn't be another white guy.
it could
I
do.
really don't.
I think it could do with something different, just to breathe a bit of like fresh air into it.
Yeah, it feels very stale for the last
Yeah.
15 years since Daniel Craig has taken over. It feels very just flat. It's the same. Like you say, you've never seen James Bond and you knew it was a James Bond trailer.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the same with Black Widow. It needs something new because James Bond is going to die soon if it doesn't.
My only apprehension with a female James Bond,
Mhm.
all for it, obviously, but my worry is that they will make her hypersexual. Like, she will just be so sexy and do
Mm.
everything because she's sexy.
Yeah.
And because, men are drawn to her, so she draws them in with her boobs and then she kills them. Like, you know what I mean? And that's my only...
Red
that's,
Sparrow.
Yeah,
Red
that is literally
Yeah.
the problem with that film. I could
and
see it being.
so that's not a move forward in
No.
terms of representation. That is very much a move backward.
Do you know what I could see them doing?
Mhm.
I could see them making it proper, like Daniel Craig, just a rugged, because he's not a sexy man in those films. Look,
Yeah.
apart from the first one when he had his kit off, but after that, it's not really been sexy.
And that's fine, obviously. And if she's pretty and if she is sexy, and there is part of the feminine wiles that she uses as part of her 007ing, then
The sevening.
that's fine. But if it is just all about how she's a woman and how men can sleep with her,
Yeah,
then that's just no.
Yeah, no, I
one
agree with
wants
that.
to watch that.
but who'd you pick?
I was
Who'd you
going
pick?
to say, who'd you want?
Go on.
Oh,
Pick a name.
who would I pick? See, I'd go for an unknown, to be honest with you, like someone like really quite small.
Fair.
Because if you pick
Emilia Clarke is the name that sprang to my head. Purely because that it's
Please
like
God,
big
no.
British talent.
Yeah. Someone, I don't know, maybe even someone like Saoirse Ronan, who I know isn't an unknown, but is slowly getting, she got a lot on the indie circuit.
If it's Daisy Ridley,
realistically.
I'd cry.
Yeah, see, someone like Daisy Ridley, I don't know. I don't think
Tessa
he would.
Thompson.
Tessa T.
Tessa
I'm a
T.
big fan.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
I mean,
She
it's
was pretty cool in Men in Black, in what was an awful film.
yeah.
Do they have to be British?
Yes.
They have to be British.
Well,
Good
if the,
point.
it
Good
do-
point.
no, it does.
Okay.
That's the one
Tessa
thing you
T's
can't
on
really.
it.
It's such a
Tessa T's on it.
quintessentially British
Yeah.
thing that to make it like an American agent would just be a bit weird.
Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, a bit older though.
What about, this goes
Go
against
on.
everything I just said about having it be an unknown, Emma Watson.
That would actually be quite cool.
I think it would actually work.
She's got the accent for it.
She's got the accent.
Definitely.
She's got the smarts as well. Like she traditionally plays smart characters,
Yeah.
so it'd
Yeah.
be quite nice to have an intelligent Bond rather than a brute force Bond, which Daniel Craig very much is.
I think it'd suit her for the whole sort of like empowerment thing as well.
Mm.
Yeah,
Like, It's a
definitely.
very it's a
Yeah,
very
Emma
Emma
Watson
Watson thing
is
to
new
do.
Bond.
She would not let it be, anything
No, she
other
wouldn't be
than
sexualised at
what
all.
is
Yeah.
a female representation in a traditionally male role. So
There you go. So that's what we're voting for. We're voting for Emma Watson as Bond. You heard it here first. It's going to be Emma Watson. If it's not, don't blame us. So, on to Christmas. Christmas!
Snow's coming down.
That was the most unenthusiastic singing ever.
Almost.
So,
Christmas.
She always looks so broken. I love it.
we've got
Despair.
we've got a slightly different setup than last time when we did this because it was a bit chaotic last time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It definitely was. So we've all picked, hopefully, our top 5 favourite Christmas films.
And we're
yes.
not just making it up on the spot.
And we're not.
5 might be a stretch, but sure, 5, yeah.
Yeah, of the 3 that I've seen, yes, I've picked a top.
So we've all got a top 5. We're going to pitch it to each other with our top 1 being the one we're going to pitch as the ultimate, and then we're going to argue over that for the next 15 to 20 minutes.
Marvellous.
So, who wants to go first? George,
Love Actually.
go on.
Start off.
Give us your top 5. Give us your top 5.
Top 5 from 5th to 1st.
Oof.
Get Santa, which is actually really funny. If you haven't seen it, it's got a great casting. It's got Rafe Spall and the guy from The Irishman from Liverpool,
Oh, yeah, I know who you mean.
Stephen Graham.
Stephen Graham.
Yeah. And Jim Broadbent as Santa, and it's genuinely really funny.
Brilliant.
It's like a proper British
Okay,
comedy.
I kind of want to watch that now.
Yeah, but it does have some nice Christmassy bits, but it's not too,
Not too schmaltzy.
Oh, it's snowing down. Yeah, exactly. Die Hard, number 4,
Yeah,
a proper Christmas film.
classic Christmas film.
Yeah.
Fun
And,
for all the family.
Yeah, genuinely.
I mean, my mum loves Die Hard.
That's fair.
Ho ho ho.
It's Alan Rickman's first film.
I've never seen Die Hard.
What?
What
Don't
are you
hate
doing?
me.
We are
I first
rectifying
watched
that.
it last year, and it is worth it. Trust
It's
Okay.
definitely
me.
worth
Just
it.
watch it for Alan Rickman.
Yeah, his first ever film. Alan
Brilliant.
Rickman's first film.
I mean, you've sold it. Yeah. With that one sentence.
Die Hard, Die Hard.
Here's
Sorry.
a big one that I'm sure everyone's watched. Santa Who, a made-for-TV movie that I got from Home Bargains. Other bargain stores are available.
You're going to pitch that A above Die Hard.
Yeah, nostalgia. That's what it is.
So is it you had that your childhood basically that film?
Yeah,
Fair.
it's got Mark from Friends in.
Who's
Who is
Mark?
Mark in Friends?
You don't know Mark?
Oh, the one that works with Rachel.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Oh, the one. Oh!
That big A-list actor that went on to do such things such as.
Santa Who. You need to go anymore?
No, that's okay.
It's the pinnacle of anyone's career.
Number 2, the Love Actually kind of competition, if you like. The Holiday. You get them in like a bundle, 2 for 1. It's great. You've got Cameron Diaz in a prime. You've got Kate Winslet swapping houses. You've got Jude Law in his just at his most beautiful. And Jack Black's actually pretty funny. So
Wait, there's a funny Jack Black film.
yeah, and this is
What?
it.
School
And
of
also
Rock is
Jumanji.
amazing.
Jumanji's good.
Get out of here.
No, it's got to stand by School of Rock. But obviously, we know you're pitching Love Actually to beat The Holiday
I
and beat
actually
everything.
am.
You
Get it.
sap.
Ba-dum.
Excuse me? I think I'm here to be mocked and abused. I love Actually. And I love it because it's a genuinely funny film.
It is.
And the writing's proper rom-com, and I love rom-com. And the storylines, there are so many. Every time you watch it, you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. It's genuinely so good. It's got Colin Firth in.
I do love
which
Colin
is the
Firth.
big-
Our Lord and Saviour,
love
the absolute
love
unit.
Colin.
Yeah.
The absolute unit, of course.
And it's got some of the most iconic scenes from any Christmas film, for sure. Like when Hugh Grant is just dancing around
Yes.
number 10.
That's quality.
It's brilliant. And it does have the proper Christmassy feel, like at the end with everyone coming in the airport. It's got like a nice message to it. And it doesn't solve every issue.
Yes.
So there are some real problems that are going on.
Alan
And there are
Rickman.
some proper, romancy, schmutzy stuff as well. It's just got a bit of everything. And I love it.
But, counterpoint, Chris Marshall's arguably questionable trip to America where he just has sex with people because he's English, which is a bit weird.
It's a bit weird, but
It was fine at the time, but you look back at it and you're like, ooh, that's a bit...
yeah, because
I don't know if it misses the mark a little bit.
British people never get, the mick taken out of them, to be fair, in American films. So it is rude.
Sorry, I interrupted. Always the bit with what's her name? Emma Thompson when she
Oh, that
cries.
breaks your
That
heart.
You can get
breaks
through
me.
Then
It's so sad.
you're hard.
It is actually heartbreaking. Okay, for the essence of time, we'll move quickly to Nathan.
Mhm.
Okay. 5 to 1.
5 to 1.
Yeah.
5 to 1,
As he
which is not the time.
kills time. Yeah, it's not.
It's
time.
not. It's not the time. It's
actually
actually. Oh yeah, 4:30.
Okay, so number 5, Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
I think
This is where you're going.
it's got like 15% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It is truly woeful.
It
I
is,
don't want to,
but it knows that it's awful,
True.
which is why I like it. Number 4, Die Hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Number 3, Home Alone. Shut up, Chris. I hate you.
Home Alone is a trash film.
It is.
I don't like Home Alone.
What did you watch when you were a child if it wasn't Home Alone?
Santa Who?
Established what George watched as a child.
There's no culture on this show at all. Number 2, Muppets Christmas Carol.
I need to watch.
Oh, it's so good. It's
Oh.
do you like the
Okay.
Muppets anyway?
I like Michael Caine.
Michael Caine is not the best bit about that film. The best bit about that film is clearly the Muppets.
It's clearly Kermit the Frog, to be fair.
It should have been Michael Caine's Christmas Carol, but oh well.
That's it. Animal
Justice for Michael.
Animal is in a Christmas film. That's all you need to know.
Animal.
And number 1, The Grinch.
Oh yes, I didn't even think about the Grinch.
How do you not
That is
think about The
quality.
Grinch? Yeah, it's my favourite Christmas film by a long way. It's got a nice message.
Are we talking the original Grinch or the Bandle and Crumble Snatch
We don't even
Grinch?
talk about
Obviously,
Bendel Flink.
the Budapest Chunky Baps reboot.
That's the best one I've heard.
There's a Benedict Cumberbatch name generator online somewhere, and that was the one that
Budapest
yeah,
Chunky
Budapest Chunky Baps was mine.
Other name generation websites are available.
No, I mean the original one.
Well, the Jim
Yeah,
Carrey one.
the Jim Carrey
because
one,
there was
yeah,
a
yeah.
animated short that was produced before
God.
that one.
Oh, nerd!
Yeah, Scott,
Get
say
the nerd klaxon.
nice message about grumpy guy starts like Christmas. I think that is the message.
Yeah.
That's the word for word.
It's a cute message.
Jim Carrey being an emo teen in his little cave.
Yes.
So
It is a very memeable film as well, isn't
it is, yeah.
Yeah, it is,
You've
yeah.
got to take into account.
The Grinch is too relatable.
That's true.
As a
It's just-
mid-20s person, the Grinch is far too relatable.
It's too real. Okay, Polly.
Okay, so number 5, Love Actually.
Yeah.
Number 4 is a film called Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, that was ace.
Are we thinking of the same one, like the animated one?
Yeah,
with,
yeah,
like, the
yeah.
Snow Queen.
Yeah.
Loved it.
When they sneak in
Good.
and steal the key.
Yeah,
Oh, the
that's what I
tension.
watched. As
I
a
also
kid.
enjoyed
Yeah,
Rodney
me
the
too.
Red-Nosed Reindeer, which was a piss take of that film. It's amazing.
They did another
I
one
think
as
you mean
well.
a wee take
Yeah,
for our PG audience.
shocking.
we're on Spotify now. We can do whatever we want.
True, yeah.
Number 3, Elf. Love Elf. Number
Hate Elf.
Yeah.
number
we're
2.
We're not Will Ferrell fans in here.
We're not.
I'm
Are
afraid.
we
Yeah,
not?
we're not.
Yeah, but Elf is just. It's just
No,
nice.
no.
Number 2 is the Santa Claus 2. So the
Not the first one.
Not the first one. The first one's good, but the second one is my favourite because of like all the subplots, and you get loads of time with the elves and the Bernard elf being really fun. And then clearly the number 1 Christmas film is The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Great choice.
That is my number 1, and I will
fully support that.
I will die for that film. It is an incredible film. It's everything you love about the Muppets and Christmas in one retelling. The Muppets retell a Charles Dickens classic
With Michael Caine.
with Michael Caine. How is that not amazing? It's incredible. The songs are mind blowing, and it's narrated by Gonzo and the rat whose name I can't remember, but it's hilariously funny. So that is clearly the best Christmas film.
Okay. A reasonable pitch, and we will get into discussions of why you're wrong later.
Chris about to take names.
So, number 5, Gremlins.
Oh, that's no.
Gremlins is my childhood.
It's
Number
Gremlins, a
5.
Christmas film.
I don't. Is that
It is. It is. Number 4, Die Hard, which I feel is everyone's number 4.
Yeah, so-
which I quite
It is
like.
my number
I like
4.
that we're consensually, apart from Polly, saying Die Hard as number 4.
We democratically say.
Categorically the 4th best Christmas film.
That's what we've decided.
That's
You
what they're
heard it
gonna-
here
They're going to
first.
have on like the re-release.
Yeah.
stuff.
the 4th best Christmas film? Of all
It is
time?
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Number 3, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, controversial.
Yeah, but I really like that film.
I would not have called that a Christmas film.
It is,
even though I know it's
a
about Christmas.
It's got Christmas in
You know
the title.
what? You know when you're supposed to watch it? You're supposed to watch it after
November.
Halloween, but before December. Yeah,
It's
so
November film.
November. You can't watch it during Christmas because.
But no, I love it. I love it purely because like it tells the story of the fact that like Jack wants to share this holiday and can't, but it's like so sad that he can't do it, and it's just I love it. Number 2 is Love Actually, which as
Yeah, boy.
for all the many
Who's that?
reasons that George
Crowd.
listed it.
The crowd chanting.
In the secluded radio booth.
But number 1, which I feel is a travesty that none of you have mentioned, is It's a Wonderful Life, and it's the best Christmas film of all time.
I watched it on Monday, and it's an honourable mention.
Before you interrupt, I did not interrupt your Muppets one.
I interrupted you, and I
You
apologise.
did.
But
Yeah,
it
but
was
you were
inside.
positively interrupting.
So
me, that's
George
fine.
is allowed to interrupt.
Yeah, because he's saying good things. So
I was gonna say bad thing.
It's a Wonderful Life. Do we all know the premise of It's a Wonderful Life? I'm going to explain to everyone. So
Thank you.
it follows George, who
What?
yes, this George.
It's a slightly more creepy guy.
He's not creepy. It's just because
he's
it's the
very
1940s.
Yeah,
He spends basically his
A
life
bit
being
touchy.
stuck in Bedford Falls because everything in his life basically conspires to mean that he can't travel the world like he wants to, and it becomes a Christmas film because it shows you all through his life and the fact that all these many different things go wrong and these pressures on him. He gets a wife, he has multiple kids, he sets up a bank and loan because his dad's got to take it over. This evil guy is trying to take over all the town and stuff. And it builds up and builds up and builds up. You see these pressures build up and mount on him, but he manages to resolve through it and get through it. And then they lose his money. I think his uncle loses his money, and he's completely bankrupt. And it's Christmas Eve, and he's completely bankrupt. And so he goes to throw himself off a bridge because he's so depressed because it will get his life insurance for his kids, and that way his kids can survive and they can make a life for themselves and stuff. And an angel basically comes down and explains to him why he shouldn't and the positive impacts he's had on people's lives. And he says, "I wish I'd never been born." And so the angel grants him that wish, and he gets to look at what everyone's life would be like if he didn't exist. And I think that's such a positive message because you can get to a point in your life where you don't realise the impact you have on everyone else, and you get you're like, oh, no one cares about me, no one thinks about me. And it just flips it on his head completely. And it's a commentary on male suicide, which is very prevalent now. It's a comment on depression, all kind of mental health things, financial pressures, everything in the 1930s when this stuff did not exist. And it's a better commentary on male suicide than anything that's being produced now. And it's incredible. And I love that film because it has a happy ending. It's Christmas for days because it gets the family together. It has a massive spirit of community and love and wonderfulness. But it also encapsulates everything else about life and shows you what life can be like, the bad parts of it and the good parts, and it's just amazing. And that was a very impassioned speech.
You
about
got to
Wonderful
talk
Life.
way longer about your film than any of us got to talk about ours,
I
and
got
that doesn't
very-
seem very fair.
I
I
got
think we should
very
go round
excited.
again.
I got very
It sounds
excited.
a hell of a
I'm
lot
sorry.
deeper than the Muppets Christmas Carol, I'll be honest.
That's the problem I have with it. I think It's a Wonderful Life is a really great film. I really do. And for all the reasons that you said. But it's Christmas. We want a bit of light-hearted fun, We want the dumb rom-coms. We want the happy, cheery Santas. We want the fun. And while I think It's a Wonderful Life is a great film, it's so goddamn sad.
It's very sad.
Like you say, he goes to commit suicide. That's not what I want for Christmas cheer. I want some Christmas cheer.
I love it on a Christmas Eve. I love it as a Christmas
Not on
Eve
Christmas
film.
Eve, no, because you want to be ready for Father Christmas to come and Christmas Day. You don't want to
No,
be
I love
like,
it. I love it
I'm
because
so
it-
depressed about the state of male mental health in the world. God.
No, I don't take a negative message away from it. I take a very positive. I always feel great after watching that film.
I just think it's just very sad. It's very sad for Christmas. It's a great film, but not for Christmas.
Okay, so are we all discounting It's a Wonderful Life, or is George going to back me up
I
on
agree
this?
with you. Yeah. I agree
Yes!
with Chris, because you got to wait for the ending. So it's all about
Yeah.
the ending, right?
It's all in the ending.
And the ending is very Christmas, like with Scrooge, like Muppets Christmas Carol, obviously, and whatnot. There's always that nice happy ending where you realise the kind of positive things about not just Christmas, but like you say, about life and things like that. So yeah, I agree that getting to that ending is it's not the most
It's a bit of a
laugh out loud
slog.
experience, although it is a pretty funny film.
Yeah,
Surprisingly so.
I'm not saying it's not a great film. I do love
Yeah.
it, and I love watching it. I just not at Christmas.
Also,
Well, for me, at the end of it, like you, I felt pretty uplifted. I was
Yeah.
like, you know what, that's the Christmas spirit right there.
But did you feel as uplifted as when you watched Muppets Christmas Carol? Because it's impossible not to feel
I
uplifted
will have to get back to you
throughout
on
the
that, having
film.
not seen it.
Have you not seen it?
No.
I've
So-
seen it, and no,
It is glorious.
I feel more uplifted watching It's a Wonderful Life.
No, Muppets Christmas Carol is up there. Because it's the Muppets doing silly stuff about Christmas.
Okay, so we know you're firmly on It's a Muppets Christmas Carol. Nathan, are you pitching?
It's
Are you
just the
changing?
fact that Chris went on a 5-minute rant about male suicide, and you was like, "It's the Muppets."
Clearly the Muppets.
I really like the Grinch, but I don't know if I'm going to die on a hill for it.
You could be the swing vote, to be fair here.
I could be the swing vote. So what are the options?
So we've got It's a Wonderful Life, which is the best Christmas
Do
film
you
of all
want to try
time.
and narrow it down to 3 finalists?
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay,
get.
so
Are we
one
going
out.
to
Who
discount
will
the
we-
Grinch?
If you're not willing to fight for it,
All right,
Yeah,
fine.
that-
Or do you
that
want to
puts
fight
you
for
there.
it?
Do you want to fight for the Grinch? You can fight for the Grinch.
Yeah, I'll fight for the Grinch. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you
Pitch us the
complicate
Grinch.
things.
Oh,
Give
yeah.
us
You
the
want me to
one.
actually like really put up a fight for it?
Yeah.
No,
Just
just discount it
some
then.
effort.
I feel like, George, you're not really committing to Love Actually.
I will commit to Love Actually, all right?
Fight for it
I don't
right
want
now.
to get physical. I was the first one. I kicked this off. I didn't know the tone. I didn't think things were going to get aggressive.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the thing.
here
Can we
are
can
by
we
the
go
end.
again? Because Chris just went for ages, and I feel like
Well,
we didn't get to
okay.
do impassioned speeches about the Grinch, for example.
Yeah, but who can do an impassioned speech about the Grinch? Nathan clearly can't. He's already given up.
Jesus.
I got savage.
So we're at a top 3 with Nathan as a swing vote so far.
The Grinch was only on my list. It wasn't even on any of your top 5. So
No,
fair.
although
So-
having thought about
I mean,
it,
then again, It's Wonderful Life isn't anyone's top 5, but I'm not going to use that as an argument. So moving
both
swiftly on.
honourable mentions, yeah.
Okay.
It's top 3.
Top 3.
Should we try and decide number 3?
Yes.
Yes.
Love Actually is number 3.
No, I disagree. Muppets is number 3.
Absolutely not.
Nathan.
I think it's got to be Muppets, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Muppets
is
nah,
number 3.
three, yeah.
This is the last time I come on this
is looking
podcast.
Nice.
Muppets is number 3. But right, what I adore about Love Actually is the fact, like George was saying, it tells you so many different stories, and they all have different tones. It has a greater spectrum of like joy and sadness and all that. Whereas the Muppets, with all the love in the world, like you say, it's just the Muppets doing Christmas.
You guys take Christmas far too seriously. Christmas is all about just being happy. And
It is about
frivolity.
being
It's
happy.
not about having, I agree it's important that we have all these different storylines, and in terms from a storytelling point of view, Love Actually is excellent, and it is an excellent film. But Christmas is just supposed to be about, like, silly fun times.
Yeah, but it's got your silly fun times in Hugh Grant.
Yeah, yes.
Can
And
I
Martin
put,
Freeman
can I
as
just
well.
put Home Alone like 1 through 4 together as one?
If you do that,
Outlier.
it goes even further down the list.
You're all animals.
Merry Christmas.
That
you
was
filthy animal.
animals, people that have gone through puberty.
Unlike Nathan.
Animals.
So are we going Muppets for number 3?
If Muppets is going number 3, I will fight for Love Actually as number 1 for the death.
Okay, so Muppets 3.
Right.
Muppets is number
Things are
3.
heating up now.
Okay, so Love Actually or It's a Wonderful Life?
Love Actually has got to be top.
Nathan, you are.
Oh yeah. Okay. I've seen like half of Love Actually, and I've never seen It's a Wonderful Life.
But based on our
Wonderful.
arguments,
Right. Is Love Actually the one that's got Andrew Lincoln in it? Is that Love Actually?
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
That's number
With
1.
Keira Knightley. Yes. That is it. That whole scene with the balls.
That's
oh,
so weird.
It's so creepy.
It's so creepy.
You have to love it.
Oh, it's
Christmas
so
is the only
odd.
time you can get freaky in
It's-
public.
No,
No, that's not the Christmas message.
That's not the message. Okay, then I withdraw Love Actually.
Wasn't there a follow-up to Love Actually on, like, Children in Need or something like
yeah,
that?
they did it like
Or
literally
Comic Relief
a
or
year and a
something,
bit ago, and
yeah.
it was terrible.
I didn't watch it.
Don't,
but
it's
I
awful.
didn't watch it, no.
I don't think it added anything to the film.
It really doesn't.
No.
So yeah, as much as I want to passionately fight everyone for It's a Wonderful Life, I would be happy with it. Love Actually, I adore that film, and as much as I know some people don't like it because it's obviously got it's not aged in certain elements very well.
But what film from the early noughties has?
Well, yeah, let's be fair.
I mean, look at Friends. I know it's not a film.
Oh yeah,
I can't
God,
watch
yeah.
Friends.
No, that's aged badly.
Yeah.
So, are we happy to democratically shaft Nathan with democracy once again? And
This is becoming quite the occurrence.
I mean, I'm still really mad at the
can
3.
sense
Like,
the
I am
anger.
upset about that.
I'm
I
still,
could
I'm
tell.
still triggered from Star Wars. I can bounce back from that.
in case
Is there any way that Rogue One could be the best Christmas film of all time?
no.
Oh, yeah, I could maybe get behind that.
Excellent.
Fine, you know
The
what?
Christmas.
I mean, surely you'd pick Empire Strikes Back because it's in snow.
I actually watched that again last night. Han Solo was a proper creepy guy in that.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus, yeah.
that's not aged well.
It's not
That's
at all.
not aged well.
Don't you say a bad word about Han Solo.
He should have died in that film. Anyway, we're going to go with Love Actually, with
Yeah.
It's a Wonderful Life second.
I mean, sure.
Yes! I'm taking that as a victory, given that half the table haven't seen it. Or, like, no, one
If
person
anything-
hasn't seen it, and you're very against it being high. So I'm very passionate about
It's
the fact
purely
that
the
it's second.
like blind faith from the rest of us. Like you spoke about that like that, so it must be good.
It is good. It's amazing.
I'm not saying it's not good. I do think it's very good. I just don't think it's very Christmas. That's mine.
That's fair. You're allowed. You're allowed your opinion.
I want
can
silly
have your
fun
own
times
opinion.
at Christmas.
But do you know what we should do? We should double bill the Muppets and It's a Wonderful Life. but put the Muppets first, so you're really happy, and then you come down really hard.
No, that doesn't sound good. I don't like the sound of that.
So yeah, so that is our definitive Christmas film.
Winner. The winner.
The winner
The
is
winner.
Love Actually.
is Love Actually, and the true hero is Die Hard at number 4.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
It wasn't even
the-
Die Hard, it was The Grinch.
Die Hard's number 4.
Well, yeah.
Grinch is obviously lower.
Oh,
Sorry.
so Grinch has been bumped
We
down
just
to
fully
5.
slapped down
Yeah,
to
Grinch has been
yeah.
put down to 4 because we all unanimously put Die Hard on 4th, apart from you,
Yeah.
which is interesting as well. Because you haven't seen Die Hard,
No.
you need to get on it. It's a
Yeah.
really good film.
No.
It's great.
It doesn't
It is
appeal
great.
to me. I
I
don't know
don't
whether
really
that's because
like
I'm a
action
girl or
films.
what, but
No, I think it's just because you're not a huge fan of action films.
not even
I'm
you're not
not
a huge fan of
really.
action films. I just I don't care for. Is it Bruce Willis?
It is Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I'm not
it's Bruce
really
Willis with hair.
Does anyone really care for Bruce Willis though? It's all about Alan Rickman, right?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
be real.
definitely.
It's not Christmas till you've seen Alan Rickman fall off the Nakatomi Plaza,
No spoilers.
but he does fall off the
Wow.
Nakatomi Plaza.
That, I don't need to watch the film now.
I didn't say how high.
Yeah, the
It could have been a
Nakatomi
model.
Plaza, that's about 3 foot tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right.
It's the model village version,
Oh.
like at the end of Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, Die Hard ends by Alan Rickman just twisting his knee slightly.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
fine
and
then.
They capture him and just imprison him.
So yeah, Love Actually.
Love
Love
Actually is
Actually.
actually top. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
What a day.
What a day.
What a day. We should do this more often.
Do you know what? I think every week we should do this.
Just debate about Christmas
Yeah.
films. I guarantee the list will change every week.
It probably would. Let's be
It
honest.
probably would.
No, mine is changing as we speak. But
What to It's a Wonderful Life?
The Grinch is just rising up.
I didn't even fight my number 1 pick, so that's not much.
If you'd have fought for it, maybe it'd won me over. But the decision has been made.
Decision is it's final.
Democracy has spoken. Anyone who has any problems with it, come at me.
Come at you.
Yeah.
Not
Fair.
literally.
Anyway, it comes to the final section of the podcast, which is, as we all know, the rapidly quickfire questions we come up with because we always forget every week. Quickfire questions for Polly.
Yes, as guest.
As guest,
Completely
you get some
unprepared.
quickfire questions that
Okay.
are completely prepared. I don't know what you
Yeah,
mean.
the questions are as unprepared as your answers. So
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
should be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
So, question number 1: what's your favourite Disney film?
Favorite Disney film? Mulan.
Oh, good
What's
choice.
your least favourite trope in a rom-com?
Cheekbones.
When the two leads bump into each other and drop stuff, and then they like their eyes meet as they're picking up all their books and things.
Mine's the casual misogyny. But
Oh, I should have said that.
I think mine is the 2/3 of the way through the film they have an argument and you check your watch and you're like, yep, okay, cool.
Bang on cue. Yes.
Right on cue. What is your favourite Pixar film? Because that's always a harder question than Disney.
Slightly
Monsters,
controversially,
Okay.
Coco.
Really?
I really like Coco.
Is that good?
I watched it again recently, and I was like, yeah, it's cemented it.
I've only heard good things, to be fair.
It's really good. Don't get me wrong, I love all the others.
Toy
If it
Story
wasn't
2.
Coco, I'd probably pick Toy Story 2.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
Or maybe like Monsters Inc.
Monsters.
Oh,
Inc.
Monsters Inc.
Oh no,
Monsters
actually
Inc.'s
no,
a
The
classic.
Incredibles. The Incredibles.
The Incredibles.
I like
is
The
incredible,
Don't you
to
think?
be fair.
But don't you think Incredibles 2 is better?
No.
No.
I do.
No one thinks-
Am I the only one that thinks this?
Yes.
Incredibles 2 is like up there, but in terms Incredibles 1 is like
Do you not like Incredibles 2?
chef's kiss.
It's alright.
No.
Incredibles
Right.
2, you could see it coming.
pretty
You
bang
saw the
average.
twist coming.
Yeah, you did. You did.
But whereas with Incredibles 1, not that there was that much of a twist.
I think it's just because we were kids.
Maybe we were all silly.
I think
and
it's
a
just
bit
because we were
stupid.
children.
Wasn't worth a 10-year wait though, was it?
No.
It was. It was amazing.
Nah.
I enjoyed Incredibles 2.
I loved Incredibles 2. I saw it 3 times.
No, I really liked it, but it was just
It was
more
fun.
Incredibles.
Yeah, which is exactly what I wanted. It's like when the Gavin and Stacey Christmas special comes out. It's just going to be more Gavin and Stacey, and that's totally what I'm here for.
Yeah, I feel that.
Final question, which is going to come from Nathan.
Ooh. Favorite film franchise?
Mm.
Oh.
There is a right answer.
And it's not Lord of the Rings.
Whoa.
I haven't really seen it. I can't comment. But
How
that
have
triggers
you
everyone
managed to go
around.
through life and missed Lord of the Rings completely?
Well, I'm sorry for not sitting down for 9 hours.
Oh,
all
oh.
night.
It wasn't my idea.
Back to the Future.
Great shout.
Yes, high five.
Still haven't seen the third one. Still haven't seen the third one of Back to the Future.
Best
I haven't
trilogy of all
seen the
time.
third one either, or the second, or the first.
What?
But
You need to get on Back to the
I've
Future.
already got on my case about this, alright?
I have.
For Christmas, I'll watch it.
We need to do an episode on like what's like the most
Catching it.
egregious thing that you've never seen.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all
I
about
like
you.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, the many things you haven't seen.
I thought
Yeah,
I was
but
bad, but
I've seen the best Christmas film of all time, so you know.
And that is it for this week. Thank you very much for watching. I was going to say watching. It's not watching.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, you
listening.
can watch the thumbnail on YouTube if you
Well, you
want.
can if you really want to. But
Fix
we're
yourself
also
to that screen.
actually, Nathan. Can you tell our lovely listeners what we're now on, since it's all sorted?
We are now on Spotify,
Woo.
Google Podcasts, and SoundCloud, and we might be on iTunes at some point. I'm just waiting for the notification from Anchor.
Nice. And we're also on YouTube as well.
And we're
which
still on YouTube. Yeah.
we're obviously pushing. So yeah, listen to us wherever you like. If you're listening on one of the things that says like and subscribe and all that stuff, why not? It's just going to be more of the same.
You feel good?
Yeah, you feel good, and we feel good because it's nice to know that people are listening. So yeah, that's the end of it for this week. What are we doing next week? I think it's our award ceremony next week, isn't it?
Yes.
It has.
Films
I've
of the
yeah,
year.
the suits at the dry cleaners.
Nice.
Nice.
The trophies are being
Being
made.
polished, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Being engraved.
None of that is true.
I mean, I'll be wearing a suit.
You're
Chris-
always
You're
wearing a suit.
You're wearing a tie right now.
Yeah.
I am. It's
I'm
lovely.
pretty sure your shirts just like iron themselves out when you put them on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when you walk home, it's just like walk into your flat or whatever. It's just like Beauty and the Beast, and just like everything just comes to life. There's clothes everywhere.
I also live in that flat, and I wish.
Yeah.
Same.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what the Beauty? It's me. I'm the Beauty and the Beast characters.
Wow.
I'm all the.
I mean, that's a lie.
I'm Mrs. Potts.
That's a
and
straight up lie.
Lumiere picking up after all your stuff.
That's a lie. Who
It's
moves your
such a lie.
shoes?
Oh, you move one thing. When was the last time you cleaned the kitchen?
This
I
has been the
clean
Three
the
Guys
bathroom.
Talk Film podcast.
Thank
Sorry,
you, everybody,
yeah.
for joining us. We hope you come back.
Thank you very
soon.
much for having me. It's been very fun.
Yeah,
talking to you guys.
it's been nice.
And we hope you listeners join us next week.
Oh, and a cheeky plug just before we go. Sorry, for Polly's podcast. Polly.
I also have a podcast. It's called Historically Accurate Sandcastles, where myself and my lovely guest every week talk about absolutely anything. Chris, you were my guest this week
I was.
on the podcast.
We talked about Hamilton. It was great.
If we did talk about Hamilton, I'll have to get you guys, George and Nathan, on at some
Yeah.
point too.
I would like
Yeah,
that.
sure.
But yeah, listen, if you fancy it, it's literally I just chat for about an hour about nothing, and it's quite fun.
It is.
That sounds like a stupid idea. Who'd do that?
Anyway, thank you all very much for listening. We hope you join us very soon for the award ceremony.
Oh, one last. No. I'm just
Oh,
kidding. You can
God's
go.
sake. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.